Okay. So just so I make sure, is your last name St. Cyr?
St. Cyr.
Cyr. Okay. And Yvonne, you go by Yvonne? Okay. So if I move up just a hair closer to that, there we go. Okay. So tell me, and do me a favor, you got some hair blowing right in front. There you go. You got it. So tell me, kind of, what's your reaction with the charges that they filed against you so far?
I was there for a reason, and I still feel like I did the right thing, and I still feel like God is in control, and He's got a plan. I don't know what it is, and I'm a part of it, and And even serving the 2 days in jail, God was at work. I met women and I was introduced to things that are the way that we treat human beings. And most of these women are nonviolent drug offenses, and it's sad. And so I left with a purpose, and now I want to be an advocate for them because I want to be a voice. I want to be a voice for America.
And tell me, why did you go to D.C. and
to be a voice? Because I believe with all my heart the election was stolen, and I served in the Marine Corps, and yes, for the haters, I was kicked out. But I still took an oath, and I still love my country. And if we can't have free and fair elections, we don't have freedom anymore. And I have 10 grandkids and 5 kids that I will fight all day long for.
How do you feel about some of the people that participated? I know there were some tragic endings with some of that, with some deaths involved and so forth. Do you regret how some of it happened there?
I wasn't on that side. I didn't go into the side in the front of the Capitol. I don't believe we have the whole story. I don't regret going to DC. I went for the experience. I went because I felt like we have a country that we need to fight for and stand up for. And I think a lot of people got caught up in the moment, but I think there's a lot to the story that's still, I feel like I was an actor in a movie. And truly, I feel like both sides, I think there's a lot more to the story and the American people will find out, and I'll find out. But no, I don't have any regrets. And I know I didn't destroy, and I would never hurt a police officer. I support our law enforcement. I support law and order. I don't know if you know, but the only reason well, it doesn't really matter, but my phone got lost in the process. And when I went through the window, it was to make a phone call. And I asked somebody, because I tried to call outside of the building, and it was so loud, and I didn't have a way to get back to our hotel. We took the metro, so and my husband, we were separated completely. He didn't even go on that side. He was on the other side. And when I lost my phone, I didn't know what to do because I didn't know how to get to the metro. I didn't know how, and I tried to call him. It was so loud. And so they had broken the window, and I kind of watched, and it was like I could go in there, catch my breath, gather my thoughts, borrow a phone, and then figure out what I'm going to do. And when I went in, I said, "Does anyone have a phone I can borrow?" And the guy literally pulls my phone out of his pocket and hands it to me. "Is this your phone?" And so I feel like God put me in that room for a reason too. So what are the odds? They have to be astronomical that he would have my phone. Poor judgment. But when they started to take the hinges off, I didn't go there to destroy property, and I didn't go there I did not have any intention of committing a crime. If I am guilty of poor judgment and I'm guilty, then I'll own that. I own what I do. But I still believe in what I did was the right thing.
Were you at the rally where President Trump was speaking, or?
Yes, I stayed the whole entire time. I didn't even start marching until he finished.
Okay.
So I didn't, in fact, when we marched up, because we marched up Constitution Avenue and everyone else went up Pennsylvania. So I don't know if that, and there was so many crowds. Obviously on both sides, but the side I was on was where the reflection pond was, not where where the hole in front. So it was just a different, and it's still, honestly, sometimes, even that night when we got back to the hotel, it was literally like we were in the Twilight Zone. It was the most, the whole experience has been kind of like, what is happening to our world?
So when you went there, did you have any plans to go in the Capitol when you went to D.C.?
No, I just wanted to go and stand. I honestly wasn't sure what was going to happen. I went to support Stop the Steal. I wanted our voices to be heard. I didn't think I honestly thought they were going to arrest somebody. Truthfully, I mean, I think there are a lot of people that need to be arrested in our government, and I thought that's what was going to happen. And so no, I just wanted our voices to be heard. We have a right to protest, and I believe we were doing the right way. I think it got out of hand. I mean, the whole thing was bizarre. Like, even after I got out of the window and I kind of started to go away because I was meeting my husband at the reflection pond, they all of a sudden threw all this tear gas, canisters of tear gas. And I thought to myself, if they had that, why didn't they use that in the beginning and get rid of us? If they knew it was getting crazy, why did they let it get that crazy? Why? What did that accomplish? Were they setting us up? And that's what I don't. I mean, we let America destroy cities, and nobody said or did anything, and people went to protest. And I believe the majority, yes, there are bad people that use that and to make the rest of us, but I think the majority of Americans were there just want their voices to be heard. They just want to make sure that our country stays free.
All right. Anything else you wanted to add that I didn't ask about or anything?
No.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping and talking. I appreciate it.
Please don't make me look like an asshole.
Don't worry. You know how we'll use like 30
Yeah.
seconds or something. That's how it usually is.
Yeah. Well, you guys do a really good job.